Alright everyone, hello and welcome to today's gameplay stream. I am Darkside Phil. Today is Wednesday, February 22nd, 2017. The final countdown for the end of February here, ladies and gents. Less than a week left now in the month of February. And this is the big home stretch for me, the big full court press to finish off Nioh, which I've been playing for the past 2 weeks, and I'm finally in the end game. It's official, I am actually in the end game of Nioh. I've got, from what people were saying, I'm in a mission now, and apparently there's 2 more main missions for the story. And then I believe there's a couple post-game missions. Alright? So depending on how long it actually tells me to get into the end game and finish through these final few missions, I may finish the game within the next few days. Which, quite honestly, would be a good thing. For a number of reasons, okay? Number one, because I'd actually be able to make the review, which I want to do. I have a lot to say about this game, and honestly, a lot of it is positive. There are a few negatives. There's a few things about the game I really dislike, but for the most part, I think you can tell I've been really liking this game, okay? So we'll see. You know, in the next few days, I may finish up Nioh and be able to review it. Now, that's good, number one, because it's been an ongoing playthrough that's been going on for a long-ass time, alright? But number two, because I need to refresh things and do something a little different. You know, there's people who maybe don't like Nioh, and they basically kind of said, well, there's nothing else going on this month, so we're just going to come back whenever Phil comes back to something different. Now, next week, we've got Horizon Zero Dawn, so that'll be something new and different, so that's good. That'll bring people back. We got the launch of the Switch coming up, and we got Ghost Recon Wildlands coming up, all in the next few weeks. So that's good, but, right now, for the next week, it would be nice if maybe I could finish off Nioh in a couple days, and then maybe have a few days to do odds and ends. Maybe I could do that Twitch and Chill stream that I wanted to do. Remember I said I want to do a Twitch and Chill stream at the end of this week, right? But I can't do that unless I have time. If I finish up Nioh, I could do a fun Twitch and Chill interactive stream with everyone. People really liked that last month. I think they'd really like that again. Okay? So that could be cool, right? That could definitely be cool. I could maybe play Injustice 2 another time, because I know that Black Canary, a new character, was released about a week ago. And I just haven't had an opportunity to go in here and play that character yet. I don't know if another character came out yet or not. But, yeah, I'd be very interested to maybe do another quick session of that. I know there's other stuff going on. For example, there's a Ghost Recon Wildlands beta going on. So I believe it's starting today or tomorrow, actually. I think it's tomorrow. Might be something I might be interested in checking out, but I can't if I'm still playing Nioh. See what I mean? So if I could finish up Nioh by, like, Friday, maybe, then I'd at least have Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 3 days where I could do completely different kinds of stuff with you here on stream, and I think it would be a little bit of variety for the channel to bring people back to the streaming channel and to the DSPGaming channel before we get into all the new stuff coming up, alright? I think it'd be pretty good. Okay, so that's the deal for what you can expect coming up gameplay-wise in the next few days. The conclusion of Nioh, the inevitable review, and maybe a Twitch and Chill stream, if I can squeeze it in, and maybe more Injustice 2, or maybe the Wildlands beta. We'll see. Alright, now, tonight, over on the King of Hate Vlogs, I'm going to be making a very important vlog, alright? Because it's actually 2 completely different important things I want to talk about in one video. Originally, it was just going to be one thing. It was going to be a video discussing how starting next week, my schedule is changing. Alright, starting next week, I'm going to be working longer on the days that I work, which will be 6 days a week. So my streams will be longer probably by about an hour or so. And I may or may not be working a little bit later at night if I need be. Alright? Because my goal here is to change my schedule so that I can have a full day off during the week. Alright, and I'm going to explain some of the reasonings and things that have been going on behind the scenes here for the past 2.5 to 3 years that I've lived in Washington State. Alright? I'm going to be real with everyone, share that personal information, and explain that this is the way to go. I need that day off a week. I just need it. Okay? I definitely need it. So we'll see what happens, with that. But I also now have to combine that with the fact that I went ahead and for the first time in February checked on basically YouTube statistics on how's YouTube doing this month. How am I doing, videos and views-wise and everything and money-wise. To find out that I'm a little under this month for views. Like, I'm down by maybe about 10 to 13%, which is not surprising because last month, if you remember, we had Resident Evil 7. And, I mean, that blew everything up. Actually, everything blew up with Resident Evil 7. Plus, I did Dark Souls. You got to realize that, too. I played Dark Souls again, and I did Resident Evil 7, so views were pretty good last month. But then I go to look at ad revenue, and it's absolutely horrendous. Worst ever. I'm not exaggerating. Worst ever. Way worse than last month. Which actually makes no logical sense because January is always the worst month of the year on YouTube for ad revenue. Always. It makes no sense because February is when ad revenue picks up on YouTube because of the Super Bowl. A ton of new ads get squeezed in, movie ads and different ad campaigns for products around Super Bowl time, and they play all month. There's always a spike on YouTube ad revenue in February. And according to all the data that I'm seeing, it's telling me the opposite. It's telling me ad revenue plummeted and basically I'm screwed. And right now I'm kind of scratching my head like, what am I going to do? So this video is going to talk about that, but also it's going to try to basically appeal to you for some input. Not on how do I get views up, because the bottom line is the views on YouTube aren't bad. My views have been consistent. The views aren't dipping or being horrible. The views are fine. The ad revenue is terrible on YouTube, and that's nothing that I can control. So whether it means that maybe I start working with graphic artists to get some good artwork done and I can start selling t-shirts on Teespring, or if there's some other method of fundraising other than the ones I use. I mean, right now I already have Patreon, right? I already have the subs and the bit system here on Twitch. My girlfriend has her own business that you can buy stuff from. That benefits us. All that are the alternate methods. And yes, those are significantly helping. Don't get me wrong. They are significantly helping me keep this business afloat. So I certainly don't want to downplay those. But at this point, seriously, if YouTube is going to every month just dip in ad revenue more and more and more, and they're not, explaining that, what's going on, they're not being transparent, they're not admitting it, and there's really no explanation for it, I don't know how I'm going to keep doing this. You know what I mean? So anyway, I'm going to go into full detail about this tonight in this vlog. Please check it out on the King of Hate vlog. It's going to be super important for both reasons, all right? To kind of flesh this information out, and we'll go from there, all right? So that's it. I am not even going to go into formal plugs today at all. I just say this. 6 days left to pledge to my Patreon, all right? Please do if you can. With this ad revenue news from YouTube that I just got, this is horrendous news. This is like disastrous news. And I'll be okay for a couple months, I think. But come April, this could be really bad. Seriously, I don't know what's going to happen here. So if you like what I do, if you like my live streams, if you like the videos on YouTube, you want to see me keep doing this, please pledge to my Patreon. And or here on Twitch, the different ways that you participate, summon to the channel and cheering and all all that stuff. Please do that. It helps, okay? All right, folks, that's it. It is time to end the pre-stream. Told you it would be a short one today. Let's jump into Nioh, the end game. I'm going to finish it in the next couple of days, so I'm excited, and I hope you're excited. Okay? All right, let's do this. It's Nioh time, baby.